Hello everyone, my name is Alicia Smalls, and I did my functional therapy idea based upon the Montessori-Based intervention approach. This activity is appropriate for the following GDS levels 2 through 4. So since it's Easter Sunday, I decided to do an Easter dinner menu. And here are some of the items that are on the menu. So what we will hope to accomplish with this activity and the hierarchy of steps and my goals are organizing and sequencing tasks, orientation tasks, problem solving, and reasoning tasks. You can also read through some of the goals by pausing the video. So the first thing we're going to do is learn how to organize a grocery list. So for patients who have trouble reading, I've also added pictures so that it's easier for them to put it into the category on the right. So as you see on the right side, we have meats, spices, condiments, and juices. If the patient can't read, they can just click on the meat, slide it over, sugar, slide it over, or the maple syrup and juices, and put them in the appropriate category. The same thing goes for the rest of the items on the menu. So once they complete that task and they've put those in the necessary categories, we also put those categories on a grocery list. So to make it easier for them to organize the grocery list and, kind of get an understanding or an idea of what they would need or require from the grocery store to create this menu. So after that, the next step I will have them do is basically know how to properly cook this meal. And what better way to do this is by sequencing the order of what you're going to cook. Like how to properly cook a spiral ham. I've also used words in the steps like first, next, then, and last to kind of hone the patient in on what steps to put in the appropriate order, and kind of have them use their deductive reasoning abilities to deduce, from what they have already chosen based upon what's left over. So after that, we got to know how to navigate the grocery store. So what better way to learn how to navigate the grocery store than using an in-store directory? Most stores have this at the front of their store. You can just pick it up, it's free. An in-store directory basically puts the items in alphabetical order, or the department sections in alphabetical order, and tell you what aisle each product can be found on. So I chose some items from the grocery list that I want the patient to find in the grocery store, and they have to use the in-store directory to locate these items in the grocery store based upon the category. So after they've done this, they will know what aisle to go on and where to purchase, what aisle to purchase the item from. So now I will want the patient to know how to, successfully, calculate and generate an idea of the bill that they will be required to pay once they're at the grocery store and ready to purchase these items. So what better way to do this is to create a little snapshot of the grocery list and use what I think we call it a sales paper, or some people call it a circular. So some of the items on the grocery list, I had them circle. And from this, the patient is supposed to generate the total, or an estimate of what they would spend based upon the grocery list that has been created. And from here, we're going to take it to the next step, which will be basically balancing your bank account from what you just spent. So I created a sample template of a bank statement, of a fake bank statement. And what I'm going to have the patient do is, based upon their balance that's in their account, they're supposed to deduct the amount of money that they spent at the grocery store from their bank account and balance their bank account. So we got a little problem solving, quantitative reasoning in here as well. So here's my scope note. The SOP educated and instructed the patient in the Montessori-based approach of ADL, using the Easter menu to facilitate an organization sequencing tasks, orientation tasks, and problem-solving reasoning tasks. So the patient completed organization sequencing tasks successfully in 4 out of 6 attempts. Patient completed orientation tasks with success in 8 out of 10 attempts. And patient completed problem-solving reasoning tasks with success in 1 out of 2 attempts. So for each incorrect response, the SOP provided verbal cues to facilitate recall of procedures. So in conclusion, this activity can target goals dealing with orientation, organization, sequencing, problem solving, reading comprehension, following direction, and planning.